Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So today we're going to do the how does he or she feel about me reading. I did this, I think it was October last year, 2017. Thought I'd come back with an updated reading. I've really loved these readings and I want to do them, these bonus readings every sort of 3 to 4 months. You tend to get bonus readings on the website anyway, but I don't see the point in bombarding people with all sorts of information. So what we tend to try and do is do the normal predictive readings on a monthly basis, and then every now and again we'll chuck in a really special spread. You've got 2 lovely bonus readings coming up before the end of February. This is the how does he or she feel about me reading, and the other one is if you're single, will new love, true love, it's not new love, it's true love, be coming in the next 6 months. By the summertime, then everybody wants to be in love, I guess. So yeah, let's have a look at this reading. I really love this. It's been ever so popular on the website. Clients have loved it. The accuracy is off the chain for a lot of clients that I've done this for all of them, I would say. Yeah, all of them. Everybody's written back and said, oh my God, that was just completely accurate. Amazing. So yeah, I love this reading, and I so enjoy doing it as well. What we're using for this reading, and for those of you who haven't seen this reading before, for you guys who are newly subscribed to the channel, this is an exceptional reading because it focuses on 10 areas of a relationship. So we focus on the person that you're thinking about, because there has to be somebody that you're thinking about saying, well, how do they feel about it? It might be somebody that you're with, Cancerians. It might be somebody that you're not with. It just depends. So, you know, we're going to use the Witch's Tarot for the main reading, this, by Ellen Dugan. Love that. One of my favourite decks. We're using these 2 cards, the Angel Answers and the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, as your advice cards afterwards. And we're also using, for the Clarifier deck, the Hanson Roberts miniature deck as well, which I absolutely adore. Pardon me if my table is filled with little bits of fluff. It's difficult to get it off. I don't know how to get it off. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that much fluff, so we're just going to kind of take that off and make sure it's looking not too bad. So I'm using one of my old headscarves, jeez. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start shuffling and I'll show you what I mean. Now what I want you to do, Cancerians, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about the person. Okay, I want you to think about the person, I want you to think about their face, and I want you to say to yourself, how does this person feel about me? Alright, so I want you to think about that person. Just hold that person in your head for the next few minutes, okay, until I say stop. Because I'm going to meditate at the same time as you're holding this person in your head. So let's go. Universe Spirit, how does this person feel for Cancerians? A person that Cancer is thinking of. How does the person feel about them? How does the person feel about them? How does the person feel about Cancerians? How does this person feel for Cancerians? Show me who this person is in position 1. Show me what their attributes are in position, in position 2. Show me what this person's flaws are in position 3. Show me in position 4 how they feel about Cancer and how they see them. In position 5, how does Cancerians feel about this person and how do they see this person in position 5? Position 6, what are the strengths in this relationship between Cancerians and the person that they're thinking of? Position 7, what is the weakness in the relationship between Cancerians and the person that they're thinking of? Position 8, what is the potential for a healthy relationship between Cancerians and this person? Position 9, can you show me what is the overall analysis, stroke outcome of this relationship between Cancerians and this person? And position 10, what are the roadblocks towards Cancerians having a healthy relationship with this person? Show me. Alright, you can open your eyes now, Cancerians, and what I want you to do, we're going to, there you go, 1, 2, 3, we're going to split the deck, collect it back up. Now I have shuffled the cards this way, so if I were going to lay down the cards this way, you'd see everything in reverse. We want you to see it in the way that it was shuffled, so I've got to turn it this way. And what we're going to do now, we're going to write down, put down here, this is who this person is at the moment. This is what their attributes are. This is what their flaws are. This is how they see you and how they feel about you. This is how you see them and how you feel about them. This is the strengths in the relationship with this person. This is the weakness in this relationship with this person. And this is the potential for you guys to have a healthy relationship. the final two cards, this is the overall analysis of the relationship, and this is the roadblocks to you guys having a healthy relationship with this person. Okay, let's have a look. So who is this person right now? Well, they're the Chariot. That's funny. They might... The Chariot's a Cancer card, isn't it? So there might be a fellow Cancerian, for example. But also this person, I think, is... if we were to look at the person maybe physically, this person might be really fit. They might have a beautiful body with the Chariot energy. They might like to go to the gym with the Chariot. They might be a very driven individual with the Chariot energy showing here as who they are, what they represent. The most notable thing with the Chariot, though, as a person, it might be that they're very family orientated, so they might have to take care of children, of a family member, that type of thing, because this rules the zodiac sign, obviously, of Cancer, and this is the house of home and family. So they might have a lot of responsibilities to do with that. But also, one of the most notable things with the Chariot energy, and they're showing as being the Chariot, is somebody who has... some form of baggage. So you might be dealing with somebody who's got baggage, they're carrying baggage. But the good thing with the Chariot in the upright is, well, I've got issues, I've got problems going on, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to sort through those problems so that I can get to a particular goal. So this person looks like they are very determined. They look like a very ambitious type of person, and they look like if they've got issues, they will always try and handle it so they get the desired outcome. What is their attributes? Temperance. Well, there you go, it makes sense. The attributes with the Temperance energy is this person's really good at managing issues. They really are. The attributes are, I don't think that they allow things to faze them, because the Temperance energy says, well, you know, I've got these opposing forces. It's like the Chariot. Any card that you see with one figure and they're holding two things, usually it's something that this person's got to deal with. And I feel that this person's very good at managing. All right, they're very good at managing situations. They're very good at making those adjustments. They're very good at trying to, you know, if there's an argument, they'll be really good at seeing both sides of the argument with the Temperance energy showing there. They're really good at mediating, because Temperance is a card about mediation. So they're really good at kind of diffusing arguments and diffusing problems. They're very good at, I feel, I think that they've got a lot of trust with the universe, with angels. I think that this person doesn't seem to get overly flummoxed or fazed by a situation. They tend to deal with things and have a lot of trust. They're very patient, I feel, with the Temperance energy. They might be very softly spoken as a person as well, with that Temperance energy showing there. They look quite good as a person to me, Cancerians, this individual does. They really do. They look like they take things in their stride, and if they come up with opposing forces, they'll find a way. And both cards, Chariot and Temperance, do show people who, when they come up against obstacles, they'll always find a way to deal with the obstacles so that they can overcome it. So this is no, you know, this is no ride over. This is somebody who is very assertive. They come across as a very assertive, but very assertive in a very gentle way. They know who they are, and they know how to fix the situation. What is the root issue? Or not root issue, what are their flaws though? It's hard to imagine that somebody like this would have a lot of flaws, but what are the flaws showing us? This came up for Virgo, for the flaws in a person. This person seems to have a lot of doubts with the Star in the reverse. The Star in the reverse is showing us what their flaw is. The flaw with the Star in the reverse, it could be that this person doesn't, you know, when you're a star, you know, if this was the flaw of being the star, they might have a overly inflated opinion of who they are, because stars, when it comes to the tarot, can mean that somebody feels that they are in the limelight, that they feel that they're recognised by others, they should be recognised by others, they're beautiful, they're out there, everybody feels that they're amazing, they tend to be put on a pedestal. So the Star in the upright maybe as a flaw would be that this person has an overinflated idea of who they are. They might be a narcissist, for example, with the Star card in the upright. But in the reverse, it might be that this person lacks a little bit of confidence within themselves as a flaw. So they might lack confidence within themselves. They might not have a great deal of belief within themselves. They might give up quite easily on situations, Cancerians, with the Star energy in the reverse. They might give up. They might not feel a great sense of confidence within themselves. They might have a little bit of a low opinion about themselves, even with the Star in the reverse. They might have value issues. They might not value themselves as being something of greatness, perhaps, with the Star in the reverse. How do they see you and how do they feel about you, Cancerians? Well, they see you as strength. So it's very interesting that they would see you as strength. So they might, you know, the strength card. See, this is the thing with the tarot. Because when I see strength, all I see is a lion sleeping peacefully against a woman. That's all I see. So I never really think with strength, you can go with the keywords, you know, patience, cooperate, you know, patience, holding back on desires, resilience, inner strength, inner confidence. And they might see you as somebody who has inner confidence, because you can see a woman here sitting next to a lion. I mean, that must take everything to do. I certainly wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be brave enough. Even if I was to go to a zoo and somebody said stand next to the lion's cage, but you probably wouldn't. You'd probably yam you. But, you know, it takes a lot. As a metaphor, this card says it takes a hell of a lot to do that. So you've got to have strength of mind, and you've got to have the ability and the skill to do this. You've got to know how to tame the lion, how to tame, and also how to face up to your fears. You've got to know how to do that, and it's not everybody that can do that. So I think that this person sees you as a really strong individual. I think that this person sees you as quite a courageous individual, Cancerians. I think that this person probably sees you as somebody who fights your fears and doesn't let fears get in your way with this strength energy. How do they feel about you? I think that this person feels very strong about you with the strength energy, but only because I'm seeing a woman sitting next to the lion and it looks like cooperation to me. I don't think that they're holding back. I think desire-wise, I think that feeling-wise, they feel almost like you are the soulmate. Because I feel that here, they're trying to, as a person, they're trying to bring something into alignment. So they know that there's an opposition going on here. But yet they're not willing to back down from the opposition, from the problem, from the obstacles. They're willing to fight until they get what they want. So this is a really strong individual. And they see you as being the same thing, I feel, Cancerians. Because they feel that you are the strength card. So they feel that you are strength. They see you as strength, a strong, self-confident individual who doesn't let things get in your way. And they also feel strength. So they feel very strongly towards you. They feel a certain sense of camaraderie with you. They feel a sense of compatibility. They feel that they are compatible with you. I think that this person sees you and feels that you're their soulmate, because they kind of show the same qualities as they're seeing and feeling that you are. How do you see them and how do you feel about them? Well, you see them as your soulmate. 6 of Cups. You definitely see this person as your soulmate. You see them as the 6 of Cups. You see them as the person who you want to cherish. And you want, I mean, you might see them as a child, perhaps. But, you know, when you see somebody as the 6 of Cups, you see somebody as someone who you've known. Because 6 of Cups is a card that suggests, well, this is like a family member to me. This is like somebody that I've known all my life. This is somebody that I'm really comfortable with. And I think that you see them as your other half. You see them as a part of you. You see them as your tradition, and you see them as your lineage. You see them as your past. I think that you see them as your future. And I think also, Cancerians, that you feel that this person is your soulmate, because the 6 of Cups is a soulmate card. You feel that you've lived past lives together. You feel that you're going to live many lives together in the future. You just feel a complete and utter connection. And the 6 of Cups is a card that says, you know, it's, what's the word that we're looking for? It's, oh God, what's that word that I'm looking for? It's to do with love, but it's to do with when we love and we don't expect anything back, okay? So this is, I can't remember what the word is I'm looking for. If anybody can think of it, tell me. But this is like undisputable love. This is love that has no boundaries to it. This is love where I don't expect anything, I just expect love. It's just love for love's sake. I think that you really love someone here, Cancerians, and you feel it, and this person feels the same way about you. What is the strength in your relationship? The 5 of Coins. Now, the 5 of Coins as a strength in a relationship can be that you're together through thick and thin. And I think that you have been together through thick and thin. Because this, believe it or not, with the 5 of Coins, this isn't all about abandonment. And it's not all about detachment and a lack of groundedness. The 5 of Coins also, the premise of that card as well, Cancerian, said that even through the good times and the bad, we are still together. Even when there's no food in the house, even when we've got no money, we've got each other to keep ourselves warm. The strength is that maybe other people don't agree with your relationship, but you guys believe in it, because the 5 of Coins is also a card that shows a relationship that is not upheld by society. It's a relationship where it shows two people against the world because the world disagrees with them and the world disagrees with their love. So the Five of Coins says, well, no, it doesn't matter who doesn't want us, who doesn't like us, who doesn't agree with us. It doesn't matter how many people shut doors in our faces, how many people say there's no room at the inn, how many people say that we shouldn't be together because we don't like your partner or we don't like you. Or you guys are kind of like, well, no, this is it. It's the real deal with us. We're together through thick and thin. Yeah, we might be on the outcasts of society, but we've got each other. And I think that this relationship really is based on the soulmate card. I see also as being Five of Coins because it's two people who are against the odds still together. And I feel that the strengths are that against the odds with this Five of Coins, you guys are still together with this individual. There's still very much a strength within your relationship that I can see here and here. What is the weakness in the relationship? Well, the Ace of Cups reversed. What the hell is that all about? Why is that a weakness? The Ace of Cups reversed can mean, I think that there is something, weakness in the relationship is that there is something that is emotionally draining in this relationship. Because the Ace of Cups reverse says, my heart's not in it. That's one of the words for the Ace of Cups in reverse. It says, I don't feel it. I'm not receptive to it. I don't want to offer it. And I don't want to receive it. I want to leave it. That's what Ace of Cups in the reverse is. So I think the weakness is the propensity to, this might be overly being emotional as well, because I often look at Cups in the reverse as a deluge of water. Everything comes flushing down. So there might be a propensity to be overly emotional, I feel, as well within this relationship with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Might be a problem with feelings as well, which is interesting, but you're still in it. This person, whoever it is, Cancerian, is definitely your soulmate. There's no two ways. And we know that just because somebody's your soulmate, it doesn't mean it's always going to be a perfect relationship. What is the potential for a healthy relationship between you guys? Well, it's 50-50, the Two of Coins. It is 50-50, but it will mainly be because of that area there. I really want to see what that's about and why that's shown up. But it's 50-50, I would say, with the Two of Coins energy. Yes, there is the potential, but then no, there isn't. It's not flat out, it's not conclusive. What is the final analysis in terms of your relationship, the outcome for your relationship with this person, Cancerians? The Knight of Coins. Difficult card to read because it can show commitment. The overall analysis is that there is still commitment. Somebody is very committed to this relationship for the long term. There's loyalty showing here with the Knight of Coins. There is reliability and consistency, but also this can mean that things move very slowly, but things are nevertheless still moving. And what is the roadblock to you having a healthy relationship with this person? The Devil. There are still negative energies in this relationship. The Devil can be anything in terms of why you've got a roadblock here. The Devil might be that one of you is abusive. The Devil might be that one of you has a habit that is very difficult to break. The Devil might be that there is codependency in this relationship, especially as you've got this Five of Coins as being the strength, which is that this relationship, through thick and thin, against all of the odds, it's being able to sustain itself. But it still is able to sustain itself in a very dark world, that's the thing. And it might be that the obstacles to having a healthy relationship is that you and this person have become completely dependent on this energy here. So much so that it's almost like an addiction, because devils represent addictions in relationships. So the obstacle might be that this is an addictive type of love. But is it a clean love? Is it a love that can breathe? That is happy, that is truly happy. I feel that there is an addiction to something here with an individual in this reading, because your weakness is the Ace of Cups. Is this hate at any point in this relationship? Let's get some clarifiers out on this reading. Very, very interesting indeed on this reading, Cancerians. Let's have a look. So, Cancerians, why is the person... Universe Spirit, why is the person that Cancerians are interested in, why are they showing as being the Chariot in 2 cards? The person that Cancerians are interested in, why is this person showing as being the Chariot in 2 cards? Show me. Right, so the Five of Wands, it's showing because there have been disputes in a relationship. Okay, so I think there have been disputes with the King of Swords, okay, and this might be you as the King of Swords, okay. The King of Swords also says, well, if there's a problem, we need to sort through it, because the King of Swords represents finding a solution to a problem, okay. So I think that this person is showing us somebody who will not allow problems, obstacles, troubles to stop them moving towards their goal. So they will try and take the obstacles, the two horses on the card, they'll try and take those obstacles and they'll try and rein it in. So I'm seeing somebody here who is very strong-willed. I think that you're dealing with a very strong-willed person, because I think that there have been arguments and disputes in which it might be they've had disputes with a King of Swords, it might be somebody else, it might be that they've had disputes with somebody in terms of communicating with someone, it might be they've had disputes with somebody who's been a little bit emotionally detached, it might be that there's been worries, there's been disputes, because somebody, King of Swords in terms of a love reading, can be somebody who focuses on their work more than they focus on love. They focus on their head rather than they focus on their heart. It might be somebody who, you know, doesn't know how to emotionally express their feelings. So I feel that there have been disputes with, and if it's the King of Swords is you, then this is you, who they've been having problems with, all right? But I feel, and I think it's because this isn't them. I don't think it's them. I think that this is you or somebody else, and I think that they are showing it's a very strong-willed individual because of disputes. Perhaps you're showing as the King of Swords here, Cancerians, okay? Showing up. We have them as their attributes being the Temperance energy. And why is this person's attributes the Temperance energy? Why is this person's attributes showing as Temperance? Show me. Right, so the Ace of Swords talks about communication or having an insight. Okay. So I think that they've been communicating with somebody who can help them, maybe with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Or what they've had is a deep insight in how they can practically sort out a situation. Because Queen of Pentacles is all about making those practical modifications. I think that with the Ace of Swords, because they're showing us the Temperance energy, their attributes is that they know how to sort an issue out. They know how to manage something. They know how to try and bring balance back to a situation. And I think it's because with the Ace of Swords, it might be that they're really good at this. They seem to have a very deep insight with the Ace of Swords on how to practically sort a situation out. So it's not that they just think about it or just speak it. I think that this person literally does it with that Queen of Pentacles energy. It might be that they've communicated with somebody here who could help. Queen of Pentacles can often show as a helper. Okay, but it might be that deep insight has brought them to a place with that Queen of Pentacles where they're able to methodically and practically sort the situation out, because queens are all researchers and they all find out how you can sort through an issue. Their weakness is the Star in the reverse though. Why is their weakness the Star in the reverse? Two cards. Because the Three of Coins, so Three of Coins is all about working towards improving relationships or improving situations, has brought them justice, okay? So I think that they have work. I think it's interesting because it's brought, whatever it is that they're doing here, it's brought them a sense of justice here. So I think that it's saying that their weakness is the Star in the reverse. But it's not brought them injustice, it's brought them justice. I don't think it's brought them justice, I think it's brought them to a place of recognition with that justice energy. That they need to be on their guard with the Nine of Rods. Whenever a card doesn't feel like it's being fulfilled to me, I always pull another card out and I say, well, what else is after that? I think that this has brought them to a place of recognition. Because recognition is the decisions that we make, and justice can be a decision card. I think that their weakness is that they have a propensity to doubt. And I think it's because a partnership that they probably worked on, or it could be the partnership that they've worked on with you, Cancerians, has brought them to a place of recognition, okay? or has brought them to a place where they've needed to make a decision that they need to be on their guard and they need to be very aware with that Nine of Wands energy. Something has brought them to a place of alert. The Six of Coins. I just pulled another card. I just want to put a sentence in there. I think that their flaws are that they doubt. Their weaknesses is that they have a propensity to doubt with the Star. I think it's because a relationship, it could be yours, it could have been somebody else that they've been working on, has brought them to a conclusion with the Justice card, that they need to be on their guard against people, Six of Coins, who will only invest partially, or people who have split or divided loyalties. That's what I feel is going on here. So I think in that there's a lack of trust here. I think there is a lack of trust with this person going on here. You know, here they show us the Chariot. So they show us somebody who has great willpower, great confidence, no matter what's going on. They tend to try and rein things in, work through the issues to achieve victory, because they have had arguments with a King of Swords, with a person. It might be you, it might be somebody else. And I feel it's because the Star, that their flaws are they doubt an awful lot. This person has a lot of doubts. And I think it's because they did work on a relationship, and the relationship that they worked on in the past brought them to the conclusion that they needed to be on their guard against people, the Six of Coins. They needed to be on their guard against either giving too much in a relationship or against people who have divided loyalties. Okay? And this is where I think the thing is. I think that they lack trust, this individual does. And that's why their strengths are, their attributes are, that they are able to try and bring balance, try and modify situations. It might also be their attributes are to modify, to do everything in moderation in terms of relationships here. Okay, and it might be because they have come to the conclusion with the Ace of Swords, they have great insight and clarity that what they want with this Queen of Pentacles is to nurture and build relationships for the long term. So it looks to me like they're able to do things in moderation. They don't sort of push too much, too quickly towards relationships, because it almost feels like to me this person's been hurt or they've suffered. So they're more cautious about who it is that they let in and who it is that they allow to be a part of their lives. So they're going to be more cautious before saying, Cancerians, yeah, we're it, we're this, we're that, because I've been hurt in the past by a certain situation. They do see you as strength, and they feel strength for you. And why does this person see Cancerians as strength? And why do they feel strength for Cancerians? Show me. Okay, Ace of Rods is reversed. Now, Ace of Rods is reversed is the false start card. Okay, it's the failure card. It's the lack of attraction card. Oh my God. So this is different. They see you as strength. They must see you as somebody who's holding back then. Two negative cards. Ace of Rods in the reverse. So this is a lack of interest or a lack of excitement or a one-night stand, perhaps. Brought in a lack of interest. Ace of Rods can be a very quick one-night stand developed into a lack of interest with the Four of Cups. So they might see you as somebody who's holding back from them with the strength energy. And they might feel strength for you. It's not reversed, but we must use the other reading, the other meaning for it then. They must feel that they need to hold back on their desires from you. It might be that they feel that you're the one that's not particularly interested here. Because we've got an Ace of Rods in the reverse and a Four of Cups. So the Ace of Rods in reverse says it's either a really quick fling or it didn't even get started. Or there was no passion. Or sometimes this can be, if it's a man you're looking at, he can't get it up. He can't get it, you know, there's no erection here. So it could be that the situation was about there being no attraction, which led to somebody not being interested, lacking interest, no attraction, leading, no sexual attraction as well, leading to a lack of interest. So it might be they see you as somebody who's holding back, Cancerians, because you're not particularly interested in them. Or it might be, and they feel that they need to hold back. It might be because the Four of Cups is actually a Cancerian card. So that might be you as not being interested. They're offering you something, but you're not interested. It's because there's a lack of attraction. So they might see you as somebody who's holding back on desires because you're not actually that interested in who they are. It might be vice versa. But you see them as the Six of Cups, which is interesting. And you feel the Six of Cups for them. Why does Cancerians see this person as the Six of Cups? Why do Cancerians see this person as being the Six of Cups? And why do they see them as being the Six of Cups? And why do they feel the Six of Cups for them in 2 cards? Knight of Pentacles shows loyalty. Okay. Oh no, this isn't soulmates. You see them as somebody in the past. I think this is really weird. It's changed up completely. The reading's changed completely. I think you see them as the past, and I think you feel that they are the past. Because I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, the situation is you tried. But as try as you might with this individual, with that Knight of Coins, it brought in tiredness. You can see on the card the person's knackered. So the Knight of Pentacles, this is the card of consistency and loyalty. You tried very hard. But it brought in a sense of tiredness. You couldn't try, you couldn't do any more. You did all you could, but you just couldn't do any more. And that's why I feel, Cancerians, you see this person as the past, and you see them as the past. You feel that they are the past, and you see them as the past. And that's why they see you as strength, holding back. And feel for you strength, that they need to hold back. Because I feel that there isn't there's not enough of an attraction here. Okay, I think a lack of attraction has made this, called this relationship into doubt with the Four of Cups. So there is a lack of attraction here then, with this individual. And you think of this person in the past, and they think of you as the Strength card. So you feel the Six of Cups for them, that they're in the past, and they feel that they need to hold back on their desires for you. There's a lack of interest here. And you tried as you might, but it came to nothing. It was just a tiring thing. It was exhausting, the amount of work that you had to put into this thing. I just think it was absolutely exhausting. The strengths in the relationship now, 5 of Coins, we're reading this differently now, is the fact that you guys may be apart. 5 of Coins, revert in the upright. Why is 5 of Coins in the upright the strength in this relationship between Cancerians and this person? Show me. The Moon can be secrecy or anxiety or nervousness. That's a Cancer card as well, Cancer or Pisces. Okay, so this is moving on from anxiety. Could be a secret came out. Whenever you get movement cards coming out of cards like this, static cards, it can show that there's a natural progression. So it might be that the strength is you guys aren't together with that 5 of Coins. It's probably the best place that you can be in. Because it could be that when you were together, Cancerians, with this individual, there was a lot of stress with the Moon. And finally, because you're not together, you've been able to overcome that stress. It might be that finally you've got your answer. The Moon shows secrecy, but the Six of Swords would say, well, the secret's coming out. Anything that is coming out of something like this can show it's actually being revealed. Secret being revealed with that Six of Swords. Because the secret was revealed with the Six of Swords energy, showing here. And it might be that it will take a lot of hard work around that to get things back to the way that they were, with the Sun energy showing there. The weakness in this relationship is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So why is the weakness in this relationship the Ace of Cups in the reverse in 2 cards? Somebody is emotionally detached, Queen of Swords energy here. I think that there has been a divorce, perhaps. Queen of Swords can be, when you get the Queen of Swords, it's a tool, it cuts. She holds an Ace of Swords. So there's been perhaps a division in a relationship, a cut in a relationship, emotional detachment in a relationship. Could have been a third party in a relationship. You do have Lovers in the Queen. So it could be third party in a relationship. It could be that somebody was emotionally detached in terms of this union. Because the Lovers card is all about a union. When you get the Lovers, it's about partnership, love, strong love. But the Queen of Swords is the card about emotionally detaching oneself from that. Separating oneself from that. Cutting it out. Division in a relationship. So I think the weakness is there is no love here anymore with this Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because I think there's been division in this relationship here. With this Queen of Swords energy showing here. Somebody has detached themselves emotionally from this relationship here. And therefore, that's why the potential for a healthy relationship with this person is the 2 of Pentacles. And why is the potential for a healthy relationship in this situation? The Two of Pentacles show me in 2 cards. Because the World. It could be that a new phase could bring something unexpected with the Knight of Swords. So there could still be communication. I feel that happens here, that comes in. I think that there could still be communication. Because the World card represents the ending of one phase and the beginning of another, bringing with it, out of that, the Knight of Swords, something unexpected, maybe unexpected information. You might hear from this person. If you haven't heard from them in a while, Cancerians, you might just hear from this person. They might communicate with you out of the blue. They might just communicate. Knights represent the beginnings and the endings of a situation. This is the beginning. It comes after the World. The beginning is the Knight of Swords, information out of the blue. So it could be 50-50. You might still hear from this individual at some point. The Knight of Pentacles is the overall analysis of this relationship. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in 2 cards the overall analysis of this relationship outcome? Because the High Priestess, and that can often be slow-moving energy with the High Priestess. Okay. So it might be that there is a secret that will be revealed. So the potential for the analysis is, I think that there is still loyalty here somewhere along the line in the relationship. But it's because of the it would have to be based on this High Priestess, somebody revealing something. Again, it's one of those cards that shows a static energy, but then it shows something that's turning. So the High Priestess turns with the World energy. So it might be that if you've been separated from this person, it will change with the Wheel of Fortune energy into this, the Two of Coins. Changes to the Two of Coins. So it might be that somebody here who said, no, I don't want to go back to this, but they might just change their mind with the Wheel of Fortune into deciding, weighing things up, well, maybe I could go back. So there is, I feel with the Knight of Coins, the overall analysis, it could be that there is still the potential here, there's still an offer of something that could come in here in this, because Knight of Coins can show you an offer coming to you. There is still persistence and there is still dedication. Knight of Coins is dedication. The overall analysis is there might still be dedication to this. Even though it doesn't look like it, there might still be some dedication to this relationship. Because I feel that this secrecy or this aloofness within the relationship with the High Priestess could change, bringing in finally somebody saying, actually, I'm not going to dismiss this. The High Priestess can show up as somebody who dismisses a relationship. They're not interested. But that could change once this person decides, well, maybe I ought to, because this is the reconsidering. So I think this could change to this person reconsidering this situation here. And the overall obstacle, the roadblock, though, to you having a healthy relationship, Cancerians, with this person is the shadow side, the Devil. And why is that in 2 cards? Well, the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man talks about sitting on the fence and being in limbo, and the 8 of Wands. Okay. I feel like I need to pull that card there, because again we've got a static card here and showing this being released. Okay, I think that I needed to pull another card there. When I don't feel that I've finished a sentence, Cancerians, I often pull other cards because I feel that there's a story still in there. I think that the obstacles are a big one. The Devil is the obstacle, and I think that this is a relationship. The obstacles to you having a healthy relationship with this person would be that there would be the repetition of patterns. You know, you'd still have the toxic relationship. You still have the problems within the relationship. Whatever those problems were, you'd still have it with the Devil energy showing there as your obstacle to having a healthy relationship. And it's a pretty big obstacle to have, is the Devil. You still have the fears. You'd still have the restrictions. You still have the limitations. You'd still have the burdens. You still have the abuse if there was abuse in the relationship. You still have the advantage taker if somebody was taking advantage in the relationship. You still have all of those negative, anything negative you can think of that was in that relationship, you still have it there, Cancerians. And why is that? Because this Hanged Man, this slow moving change, this hold up, this time of limbo, well, it would be released. So yeah, Whatever the hold up is, the Hangman in a way is like the devil, because it's the resistance to change or things that take a long time to surrender themselves. But you see with the Eight of Rods, for me this would change pretty rapidly. So look, it would look like things were good at first with both cards. But the problem is this person, their resistance to change with the Four of Coins, or it could be you, would bring severance with the Five of Swords. So this, you know, the problem is that you might, with this person, have a great time for a certain amount of time, but then the old demons, the old skeletons in the closet would come back to haunt you, because somebody cannot change who they are in this situation. They just can't. They can't. We're going to get this reading again and just quickly tie it up. We asked the question, how does he or she feel about you? And I wanted you to keep a picture of the person in your mind and to think about who this person was. And right now this person is the Chariot. So this person is fighting against the odds to achieve something, possibly with you. All right? Because I think that there have been arguments, the Five of Rods here, with a King of Swords, and this is somebody who is very set mentally in their thought patterns. So it doesn't have to be an Aries, Leo, you know, an Aquarius, Gemini, Gemini or a Libra. It's just somebody who can be very, very resolute when it comes to ideas. And I think that there has been an argument here with somebody such as this. It might be you. But this is why they are the Chariot. They're trying to overcome the opposition, the problems that have formulated. I think it's in the relationship with you. And I think it's because their flaws are the Star. I think that they don't trust. I think that their flaws are they have a propensity to doubt. But it's only because relationships that they've worked on in the past, I feel, have brought a conclusion with the Justice card, or have brought them to the conclusion, I feel, with the Justice energy, that they need to beware with the Six of Rods, Nine of Rods, sorry, about either putting too much into relationships they're not going to deliver, or they need to be aware of people with that Six of Coins energy who will have divided loyalties or only give partially of themselves. So I think this person is showing as a very cautious individual here. And I think that as a result of that, their strengths or the attributes are the Temperance energy. I think that they clearly for me are very kind of cautious. They tend to moderate their behaviours with this Temperance energy, because I think that they've got clear insight that they need to be cautious and they need to work slowly and diligently with that Queen of Pentacles on relationships going forward. Towards you, they feel strength. So they feel the natural urge, I feel now, to resist you as an individual, and they see you as somebody who is resisting them, because I feel that a lack of an attraction here with the Ace of Wands, or a false start in this relationship, has brought about a lack of interest on both sides to a certain extent. Okay, you see them as the past, and I feel that you feel that they are the past, because you were dedicated to a cause. Or you may have both been dedicated towards a cause in terms of this relationship that both left you feeling tired and exhausted with the Seven of Coins, and really kind of evaluating, do we really want to continue doing this? I feel the strength in this relationship are you guys being apart now with this Five of Coins showing here. I think the desolation of the relationship, the division, is the best place that you could both be in. Because I feel that there have been anxieties with this Moon energy that have now been lifted with the Six of Swords. And I feel that you would have to put an awful lot of work into this relationship to bring it to the place that you want it to be at with the Sun. I feel the weakness within this relationship, Cancerians, is there is no love. There's not enough love here with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because somebody is emotionally detached from being in this relationship, from expressing love, from being in love. There may have been division. I think there has been division anyway in this relationship. Whether through divorce or through just naturally cutting The final analysis on this relationship is there will always be some form of loyalty, I feel, in this relationship with the Knight of Coins energy. Though things might take a long time to develop, there will always be some form of friendship or loyalty in this relationship. Because a time of aloofness will change, where it could be that you will reconsider, or the both of you will reconsider, well, maybe we need to get in contact again, maybe we need to talk again. However, the obstacles to you guys having a healthy relationship is you've got some major obstacles with the devil. Could be jealousy, could be abuse, could be fears, could be material bullshit, could be sex and no love. There's huge toxic energies in this relationship that are stopping you from having anything healthy in this relationship. And that is because you may find that after a time of distance with the Hanged Man, things start to change. However, one of you won't change. Four of Coins. One of you is still holding on to old patterns. And this in the end will bring division and destruction to the relationship with the Five of Swords. Interesting reading. Let's get your advice reading on this reading, Cancerians. So, the Romance Angels. Let's see. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Cancerians on this reading? The how does he or she feel about me reading? What is the advice that you have for Cancerians on this reading? Show me. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. You know, you could just flirt with this individual, but I think it would be too painful, because this looks like it was something that was quite a bit deeper to me. Alright, so maybe you just need to go out there and be playful with others, I feel. Because if this reading looks a little bit too deep, it looks like if you got involved in playfulness, it could happen all over again. And then what you would find is, you'd be fucked all over again, because somebody's resistant to something here and it's going to bring severance. I wouldn't do that. I would personally say playfulness is the key just to feeling good about yourself in general. And the final advice card for you Cancerians is the Angel Answers. Let's have a look at that. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Cancerians through the Angel Answers? What is the advice on this reading you have for Cancerians? Show me. Tells you to wait. You need to wait. Why does Cancerians need to wait? Why do Cancerians need to wait? Show me. Because there will be helpful people coming into your life at some stage. Okay? There will be helpful people that come into your life at some stage. But you need to wait. Maybe some of you guys need to wait to heal. Maybe some of you guys need to wait before you get involved in another relationship if you're not in one right now with somebody else. But it's telling you need to wait. And there will be helpful people that come in. Alright Cancerians, that is your how does he or she feel about me reading. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe and have a really great day. Take care. Bye-bye.